Booyah! Welcome back to another chainsaw carving tutorial. Now, I recently seen a carver do an eagle soaring through the air kind of sideways. Yeah, I thought, hey, I'd like to learn how to do that. Now, the way this guy finished his eagle up is actually what made the eagle look amazing. Just show you when they're at the end there, okay? So, the whole premise of this carving is a half log carving. Splice it right down the middle. And then we'll draw it out, shape it out, and then kind of move on to finer detail. This carving has the ability to hold a lot of detail when it comes with feathers because the wings are out in the air and you can take the time to put those little veins in on them. So without further ado, I'll grab the log and we'll cut it in half and we'll get carving. So, wow, that's way off. Being a really irritating camera though. Now we've got a tail right here. Now, this carving is short and sweet, if you know what I mean. So, you may be thinking, this is a little bit of a weird looking eagle, and it is. The premise of this is to make this part dark, have a white section, and then the feather tips get dark, and it like just makes the carving look absolutely magnificent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carve it from the back side first. So I'm going to cut it about 3 inches. I'm going to cut it down to about right here. And then I'm going to go in just so we've got that 3-inch kind of looking thing going on. Then we'll cut out the main shape. It's a plan. Definitely hit a screw there at that last part. Great. I love hitting screws. So you can see we've cut her down the middle. We've cut her to a 3-inch thickness. And we've pretty much got our shape that we're wanting out here. So eagles, they got like dips in their wings. So we're going to make a dip right here. And then a dip right there. You can have your face coming straight off of this carving, but you don't get as much length if you were to go from here and kind of have it pointing a little bit to the left in perspective of the carving. You'll get more material and you'll be able to kind of elongate the head so it doesn't look like a turtle with its head sucked in. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shape the wings a little bit. The body is going to be the most predominant part, so we're scooping out, we're just focusing on these 2 areas. Well, holy crap, a lot just happened. So, turn it sideways, maybe you can get the perspective there. I scooped out his wings, just from here to here to kind of give me an idea of where everything's going to be at. His tail got shortened dramatically because it was just way too fat in perspective of what he was. What I'm going to try to do now is, I know these wings also have like a little dip in them, but I don't think I'm going to attempt that. I know where I'm going to want my flight feathers to be. So I'm going to thin the wings down to the point of where I like them, probably about 1 inch thickness all the way around. But I'm not really going to be focusing on the back side of this carving too much. For the majority of this one, we're just going to be focusing on one side. So I'm going to put my layers in where people aren't really going to notice, but you just want to thin down those edges so when we start putting the feathers in to really get those the depth of the thickness of the feathers right. Thinning down the wings. Alright, gone thin down the wings to an area in which we're happy with. So I'm going to carve out a little lip right here, and then carve out a little lip right here, and then also carve out a lip here and here just slightly underneath it, and then level them off so they look like they're supposed to be there. And then we're actually going to go in and do each individual feather. Now, how you carve with a feather is it's pretty straightforward. Just cut a line behind one. You cut a line in, level it off, cut another line in, level it off, cut another line in, level it off, times 50 times or so. There's a lot of feathers on it. Let's do it! Alright, so as you can see, we've really roughed out all our feathers here, and she's ready for a sanding. But before that, I'm just going to try to hone in my head a little bit here. Now, carving an eagle's head like this is kind of a little daunting, because they end up looking a little chonky, just because they don't really have a neck. So I'm going to do my best to shape this guy out, and then we'll catch up with you after she's all shaped. I'll let you know of any errors that I ran into. Along the lines of the wings there, I haven't done too many feathered like these style of carvings, right? So my feathers end up looking quite a bit chonky because I haven't actually figured out how to thin them down correctly while carving them. So they end up looking a bit robust, but for the purpose of this demonstration, that's okay. When I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Alright, let's get to it. Alrighty, so I mean, I made a little derpy face, but I mean, you know, just for the purpose of a tutorial, derpy is okay. So I'm just gonna go sand this whole thing down super quick, and then I'm gonna show you that burn pattern that really makes this thing go. Hopefully it works out. Fingers crossed. So, you're just gonna darken this area. Alright, once you've got this portion darkened up, you're gonna hit the wingtips. Probably darken this area up a little bit more, just a tweeny bit, and voila! She's spectacular. Now keep in mind this is a one-sided carving, so there's nothing on the other side. So it definitely a corner kind of sculpture. For me, like, this is a quick carve, right? So I'd sell this one at a relatively low price range. It's got me wanting to do a time lapse on a bigger version, and try to really do my research and try to figure out how to hone in carving out feathers and such. I haven't actually gotten to a point where I'm actually happy with how my feathers look at the finished product. But for the sake of this demonstration, this carving is done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time, and like always, keep on carving.